Hello and welcome back. We are going to be playing Majestic13. This will be our 19th mission, I think. So our last one was that special mission and I did that alternate method. So I am going to take it of the alternate method outcome, which is everybody got, it was a TPK, everyone got destroyed. So at the end of that our base got destroyed. All of the upgrades to the base got destroyed. Although I am taking it, the things that we got from the advanced research laboratory, i.e. the research breakthroughs, I'm keeping those. As far as I'm concerned, if you destroy a laboratory, all of the research that laboratory did, you still get to keep. So I'm keeping those. And those are the four things, being the reactive weapon, which means anytime we crit we get 2d6, not that we've crit in the last few games that I can remember. Our ablative armor, our jump gear, and the echolocation. So everybody died. So in the rolls, Cap came out all clear. Speedy received brain damage and security has dropped by 4. Tank died and then was cloned, and clone came out weakened, so he's -1 to all stats. Doc was all clear, and Snipes came out with the permanent damage, which is the same as Speedy got, and rolled the chromosomal damage, and then I rolled a natural 20 on the D20. So Snipes has become psionic and has developed some psionic abilities. Now that means that Snipe is out for this game, so we don't get to use Snipes for this game, but the next game Snipe will return and we'll actually get to play with the psionic rules, which you haven't done yet. This is the game that it was supposed to be last session, which is a wilderness game against the Cannonade. So I have set the table up and I will show that to you now. Okay, so this is our table. We have a wilderness, which is what it's supposed to be, instead of what we had last game. So we have some trees over here, standard trees, a bit of a mountain, a crash craft, and the digging for things that I seem to have begun doing, because I quite like the idea that that's why they're here. Our Cannonade is just hiding in the trees, which is of course the eBay salvaged Dreadnought, Chaos Marine type. And then we have our team. We have, that was a bit jerky. We have Doc, we have Tank, we have Speedy, and we have Cap. Now Speedy does not have the advanced drones thing to rely upon, so Speedy is just going to have to do some shooting. We are on round 1, though we should be doing Fubar. I can't be bothered today to have the complications of Fubar, so I think as it's a bit hot today here, I am going to just have the Cannonade rip the hell out of the team. So we'll start at the top of round 1. Oh, initiative order. Initiative order that we have is Cannonade on 24, Cap on 23, Speedy on 18, Tank on 18, Doc on 16, and then the Cannondale will go again on 14. The Cannondale as a Ravager will activate anytime a ranged attack is missed on its extra attack. So the Cannondale has its starting outside of 1 inch of the enemy, which means and as it can't utilize its air attack because the air attack is within 12 inches and multiple enemies, it will move its full movement, which is 20 inches, into cover. I've already worked this one out. So it's going to leg it around here, and then it should be able to do a shot on Cap, who is down there. So the Cannonade will relocate to here, and then is going to shoot at Cap, who is over there. Now I'm going to say that Cap has cover against the Cannondale's blast attack, which is making a single attack with its blast, range combat energy, 4d6 plus 3. It has a combat of 24, and it's trying to hit Cap, who has a defense of 33. So we are rolling to hit Cap. Cover, so we take the lowest dice, which is almost a 10. So 10 plus 24, 34, hitting Cap, doing 4d6 plus 3 damage. 4d6, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 3, 13, and then Cap needs to make a 24 fort check or be stunned. Then everybody else is going to get hit. So Cap needs to make a fort check. That's going to pass. So Cap is not stunned, taking 13 points of damage, leaving Cap on 14 hit points. And then everybody needs to take a dex check. Hold on. Everyone, yeah, the rest of the team needs to do dex check against 24, or they're going to do 2d6. So we have Speedy, who has a dex of 14, fails. Tank has a dex of 7, fails. Doc has a dex of 13, fails. So they all take 2d6 plus 1. So Speedy takes 8. Tank takes 9, and Doc takes 7. And just then, so in between those, I was doing that was all pointless, wasn't it? Because the ablative armor means that the blast comes firing down, hits them, explodes around them, and the armor absorbs all of the damage for it. So that was the Cannondale's attack. All of their ablative armor has been used. Now we have Cap. Cap's dex is now 12. Cap is going to do his 12 move and go 8, which puts Cap to here, because the team is going to have to move and split up, because otherwise they're going to be attacked. And then Cap will fire his grenade launcher at him. He has a combat of 22. It has a defense of 25. So that hits, definitely hits. So Cap does 4d6 only plus 1 now. Wow, so that's 20. Doing 20 points of damage on the Cannondale. Now the Cannondale, which leaves the Cannondale on 140, the Cannondale has an explosive engine. Whenever the Cannondale suffers damage from a weapon attack, all enemies within 12 inches of the Cannondale suffered 1d6 damage. I just measured Cap's basically in 12 inches, but because of this and the train, I'm going to say that because we knew what it did as well, I just had forgotten, that Cap is just outside the 12 inches. So there's a massive explosion with the waves up, and cinematically Cap just avoids it. Next we have Speedy. Now Speedy can't call in the drones as Speedy normally would do. Well, Speedy can try, but the probability of Speedy succeeding is low, so instead Speedy might just do a shot using the R-type pistol, which would still do 2d6 damage on it. So Speedy has a dex of 14, and Speedy also has the targeting assist and sighting HUD. So Speedy may just maneuver around to this ancient artifact and use that as cover, and then do a shot from there. Speedy has a combat of 15, so needs to roll 10s or more. 13. So Speedy hits, doing 2d6 damage, plus 1, so doing 8 points on the Cannondale. So putting it down to 132. There's another explosion which waves up and closes back down again. Then we have Tank. Tank being here. Tank's dex is quite low if I remember rightly. Yep, Tank has 7 dex. So Tank might just relocate to round the other side there, so he still has cover and has a shot, and then Tank will attempt to take a shot. Tank also has all the shenanigans, but Tank gets -2, which gives Tank a 13 to hit, because its -2 comes from his +2, give him a 13 to hit, meaning he needs 12s. 16, hitting, doing 3d6 plus 1, I believe. Yes. Whoops. Doing 3d6 plus 1. 4 points of damage. Putting it on 128. Again. And finally we have Little Doc with his high energy rifle. Doc has a move of 13. We can make Doc come out to here. So Doc will spread out and come around the tree. He can sight the Cannonade from there. Can he? Ish, yeah. So then Doc, who has an attack of 19, 19 going 30, hitting, doing 2d6 plus 1, doing 6 points. 6 points, leaving it on 122. It then activates again. No one missed, did they? I don't think anyone. No one missed. It activates again. It will now. Does it hit? It doesn't have anything within 12 inches. Because they all stayed outside of 12 inches. So it will attempt to get them within 12 inches, I think. I think it's going to move its 20. Let's see if it can move its 20. It could relocate to here. And then it's got people within 12 inches. If it relocates, so if it just relocates, because it's going to start next turn anyway, you know, like, yes, it's not going to be, it says it should be in cover, but if it relocates into cover, it can't use its attack. So it will relocate to here. I mean, Tank is safe behind here, but these three will get caught at the beginning of next turn, and then it's going to attempt to target Cap again and shoot Cap, but with no negatives. 14, that's definitely going to hit Cap, isn't it? Yeah, definitely hits Cap, which is the normal blast, which means Cap takes 4d6 plus 3. Cap has, oh, Cap's not taking any damage because of the ablative armor. So doing, so we've got 12, 14, so we have 17, so Cap takes 17 hit points, leaving Cap on 10, and then Cap needs to make a fort check on 24, failing, so Cap is stunned, and then everyone within 6 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's Doc, that's only Doc, so then Doc needs to make a dex check, oh, possibly passing, 25, yes, it needs a 24. So Doc passes the dex check. So that is the end of round 1. We are now on round 2. The Cannonade gets to activate again. Now things are definitely within 12 inches. In which case, as it's activating within 12 inches of at least 2 enemies, it will use Leveling Blast. Leveling Blast means basically it detonates and everything needs to make a dex check or take 1d6 plus 2 damage and be blinded. So that's a check against 24. So we'll have Doc, the Doc who has a dex of 13 needs to roll 11s. Doc fails. Cap, who has a dex of 12, needs to roll 12s. Cap passes. And Speedy has a dex of 14, so needs to roll 10s. Speedy passes. So Doc is the only one that failed. So Doc takes 1d6 plus 6. Doc takes 7 points, and Doc is blinded. Let me get the blinded token. We use blue for blinded. Now we are on Cap. Cap is stunned, so Cap will attempt to do stun. I'm pretty sure stun is a fort check. That is a 27 fort. I think that will pass it. Might be 28, but let's call it a pass. So Cap is no longer stunned. Cap will relocate. Cap has a dex of 12. Let me be all blasé with the rules. So Cap is going to relocate around to here rather than be within 12 inches of it before he attacks it. Yep, mind you, if he does do damage, Doc and Speedy are going to get attacked. So Cap will shoot the Yo, grenade launcher. That hits. Still no bloody crits. Doing 4d6 plus 1. Big numbers. Not big numbers. Doing 9 points. Putting it on 113. It then explodes. Doc will take 1d6 and Speedy will take 1d6. Doc takes 6, Speedy takes 2. Now we have Speedy. Now round 2, Speedy could attempt to do... Alright, we get a +1, so that would give us 3. So I think we get a +1, so that gives us potentially +3 to call. So it's a 50-50. So calling in the drones is a 50-50. So Speedy is going to relocate outside of 12 inches. So Speedy, who has a dex of 14, would be 8. Yeah, also around to there. So Speedy's going to relocate around to here, and then Speedy's going to attempt to call in the call to aid drones. So what do we need? We need 4s really. 5, that'll do. So the drones come in, which is a +20 something attack. 17 will hit, doing 5d6 plus. I'll tell you what. Let me have a look at it. 5d6 plus 4. So what do we got? We have 10. We have plus 4. We have 19. So we have 22. We have 25. So doing 25 points of damage on the Cannonade, leaving it on 88 points. And then Doc takes 1d6 damage. 2. And Doc's already blinded. So Doc goes to 14. So that was Speedy. Now we have Tank, who is hidden around here. Tank only has a dex of 7. So Tank is going to get caught in the blast no matter what. But Tank is Tank for a reason. So Tank is going to run out into the open and just open up on the Cannonade and take whatever he gets. So Tank has a 13, so needs to roll 12s. 18. Tank does 3d6 plus 1 damage. Doing 9 points. Massive damage we're doing on this thing. Taking it to 79 hit points. And then it explodes. Doc takes 1d6 damage. Takes 3 points, and Tank takes 1d6 damage, 1 point. Right, so that was Tank. Now Doc is blinded, as Doc doesn't, so Doc is going to have to shift blinded. Okay, so that is a dex check for Doc against a target of 25. Doc has a dex of 13. Come on, Doc, you need to not be blinded. 17. Okay, so that means that Doc sheds the blinded condition, which means that Doc can actually see, which is very useful to utilize that high energy rifle. Doc has a move of 13. All right, so where's 12 inches? 12 inches is there. So Doc is going to relocate to here, and then Doc is going to take a shot, high energy shot at the Cannonade from there. Doc has 19s, so needs to roll 6s. 9. Still no crits, but hits, doing 2d6 straight. Doing 3 points, putting it on 76. That was Doc. Now we have the Cannonade. So the Cannonade, maybe the Cannonade. So the Cannonade activates. There is only one enemy within 12 inches. There is Tank, and it did not use Disruptive Blast during its last activation. It will now utilize Disruptive Blast. The Cannonade will make a single attack with difficulty against the enemy within 12 inches. If this attack hits, it must succeed in a fort check or be stunned. Okay, so it's a apparently an energy plus 20 attack. Okay, so it will roll to attack tank. 14, 24, 24, actually 14, no, 34, that hits. Doing 3d6 plus 5. Ooh, this could have put tank out. Tank's only got 17 hit points. No, so doing 9, so doing 14 hit points, taking tank to 3 hit points, and then tank has to make a 26 fort check, or tank can't make a 26 fort check. Tank is stunned. That is the end of round 3. Round three at the top. Cannonade did do disruptive blast, so can't do disruptive blast. Doesn't have at least 2 enemies within range of it, within 12 inches of it. So it will attempt to relocate itself. If it relocates into the trees, if it relocates over here, it will be able to get a shot on Cap, and Cap has the lowest hit. Well, Tank actually has the lowest hit points. It might be able to kill Tank if it relocates. So it will relocate. It will relocate to here. I mean, it's not going to make much of an odds. Actually, if it relocates to there, it can still do a shot on Tank. Plus, it's got Cap within range if he gets hit. So it will then attempt to shoot Tank, but Tank does have cover. What's the lowest? Our lowest gets a 34. 34 will definitely hit Tank. 34 definitely hits Tank. So this shot does 4d6 plus 3. Tank has 3 hit points left. It cannot not kill Tank. So Tank goes down. And then anyone within 6 inches, which is no one. Alright, so that's round 3, first action, Cannonade. Next we have Cap. Cap, who has a move of 12. If Cap moves, so that would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Cap could potentially go to there. No, he won't, because then he can't see. So instead, we'll go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to here. So Cap will relocate to there and will attempt to fire the grenade launcher at the Cannonade. Ooh, don't want that. What we really could do with is a crit, and a crit for Cap, just so as we know before a roll, is a 19 or 20. No, but 14 hits. Doing 4d6. No +1 though. Oh no, +1 because of his high thingy combat. So we've got 5, 5, 10 +1, 11, putting it on 65. 20 points it's got to lose, 20 points, and it's in extremis. So that's Cap. Then we have Speedy. Speedy called in the drone, so Speedy basically has Speedy's pistol, and that's it, which does 2d6. So Speedy can relocate up there. Speedy's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So up there, and then Speedy will take a shot from up there down. Now Speedy has a 15, so needs 9s. 14 will do. Still, a crit would have been better. Doing 2d6 damage. Doing 10 points. Putting it on 55. Okay. Where's Doc? Doc is here. Doc needs to do 10 points. So that explosion would have gone off. So both of those would have called explosions, but they're all in cover over here. So Doc needs to relocate himself. Doc has a dex, because this could be it. Doc has a dex of 13. So Doc needs to get, he's got his new targeting scope thing. So Doc can go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 13 to here. Then Doc can have a shot through the legs of this thing, through the trees, using his computer AI assisted targeting scope thing, and attempt to get a shot on it. So Doc has 19s. So we got 9 plus 19 being 28. So hitting, better have to be a crit, but anyway. Doing 12 points plus 1, doing 13 points. Now that'll do. So 13 points, hits the Cannonade, putting it down to 42 hit points. Automatically, as soon as it reaches Extremis, it will utilise Final Detonation. All enemies within 24 inches of the Cannonade must succeed on a dex check at 24. Okay, 24 inches. They weren't expecting this, were they? So that is tank. His cap is definitely within 24 inches. Speedy is definitely within 24 inches. And Doc is definitely within 24 inches. So all three of them must make a dex check against 24. Okay, so we have Cap that needs to roll 12s. Succeeds. Speedy needs to roll 10s. Succeeds. Doc needs to roll 11s. Succeeds. So he detonates. They all take cover, dive into the ground as the Cannonade explodes, blowing out the trees, knocking this thing over, crushing poor tank. Doc gets caught in waves of dust and debris, and the Cannonade explodes. End of. Right. And we are back at the end. Okay, so that went quite well. Cannonade went down, round 3. That was right. It was a bit, you know, it took out tank, but Tom always went down, and we're 4 down. So I'm still quite happy with that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I enjoy going back to the basics because I really do like this game. It's a very, very cool game. I really like it. It's just those special missions, the challenge missions. There's just so many working parts. I don't know why, because I've played one-page rules in solo, and that goes fine. I've played the Borderlands and Parsecs, and there's multiple people there, but I think it's just that the rule sets there are far simpler, and it's just with the additional complexities with one alien, I can cope with it, but it's just with all of them, it gets overloads. But anyway, very cool, really enjoyed. Thank you much for sticking around to the end. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much indeed. If you have any comments you'd like to make about the game or how I'm playing it, or the figures, so most of the stuff here was from various different sources. Mostly I made it, or it was items I bought or 3D printed. The diggy things are from Corvus Games Terrain. I like this type of setup and I like this type of game, though I think the next one hopefully will be urban. Come back and you can see that next week. See ya.